Podcast
5.
Woo!
Podcast.
Woo!
And as you can hear,
That's a new voice.
it's a new voice,
That's a new
which means a
voice.
new guest,
That's a new one.
First guest.
first guest, and it's a female guest.
Yeah,
PC up
we
in
know
here.
girls.
Hi.
So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Do you want to say your name?
Hi, I'm Olivia. And I'm a girl.
Pretty much all you need to know about you.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's great.
So we know Olivia from college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we are right now, still.
Still.
We're back in our normal room.
10 years from a real setup.
Maybe
I'd say.
more. Maybe 20.
Dream, dream.
Yeah.
We could dream.
Good dream.
But unfortunately,
I
there's a
tried
thing
to.
called reality.
Gets in the
It
way.
crushes it, doesn't it? Fair enough.
Yeah. Not great.
One day.
Not great.
Maybe.
One day.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. That's all that
That's all we
matters.
do.
Fun.
Fun.
Fun days.
Fun, but in moderation. We don't want to get crazy. Let's not get
True.
too
Well.
crazy.
It gets a bit
I don't want to get...
cray. Ooh. Cray. It's not 2011.
Well, it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are an old
Living
man.
in the past. Trying to just not let go of your childhood.
Yeah.
Tom's an old man. Do you still hit the quan?
Oh, you can leave.
I've already been kicked out of my own podcast.
By the guest. And not just any guest. It's the
First guest, and I'm already done.
And a woman.
I've been replaced already.
I mean, I get a good chair.
No,
Do I get a good chair now?
no.
No.
He's got. Oh,
Even after 20 years, if we do this for 20 years, you're still going to have
I'm
the
gonna have a
crutch.
bad chair. I was gonna
Even
try
Tom
time.
got a better
You
chair.
got a better chair than me.
I went out and got a better chair.
Even
I gave the guest the new
The
chair.
guest has
The
the
good
nice
chair.
pimpin chair.
Yeah.
Both of you reclining, laid back, feet up,
What can I say?
shoes off.
Shoes off. I'm getting comfortable up in here. Up in this bitch.
Alright then.
Okay.
We said you could swear. You just-
Straight out the bat.
Just don't go overboard.
So we've done it again. We've come in without topics,
Classic.
And it's even worse because we got a guest this time.
and we even said we'll get some topics.
Absolutely unprofessional.
We are very
Completely.
unprofessional.
But you know what?
Still not done a logo.
Still not done a
Is
logo.
Still not done a logo.
But by this time, it would have been done.
By the time this
Oh,
is
yeah,
out, we already have
you'll
one.
be seeing it, and it's no problem. But
But you know what? You gotta start somewhere.
we
You
do.
gotta,
We do.
you know, grind.
Exactly. Got to pave the way.
Grind and pray.
We were just looking at
Thank
each
you.
other like.
Ham.
Any topics?
I need to off the bat. Go.
Anything you want to talk about?
Baseball. We know nothing about it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We baseball. I was a pro.
Oh, were you
Was
sitting on a sofa?
Let's talk
Those
about
wrist
Wii bowling.
actions. Just whack.
home run
Okay.
all the time.
What about bowling?
I was a
We-
pro.
we
on that.
bowled
Love
was
playing
strong.
bowling.
I was literally a pro on
Yeah.
everything but golf
That was a blood
and boxing because that ate my arms.
Holding a controller.
And the nunchuck. You know you had to
Oh my
bit
god,
of
yeah. I
bow.
remember the
Yeah.
nunchucks.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the nunchuck.
Do you remember the Wii mat you can like lean on for the
The Wii
exercise?
Oh,
The Wii
yeah.
Fit.
Oh, it was the Wii Fit, wasn't
The
it?
wee exercise.
exercise thing.
Yeah, and it used to like tell you how like obese you were when you were like
Yeah.
9, and you were like, okay.
Yeah, you got 12% body fat, thanks.
And it used to guess your age. It was like
Did
what
it?
your age of your, wasn't it? It used.
I don't know,
no?
my
You've
cousin.
clearly
My,
owned one.
my cousin had it, I didn't have it.
My mum
No.
had one.
It was good.
Yeah, people used it for a week and then gave
Yeah.
up on it.
But why was the best game Wii Sports? On
Wii
the
Sports
Wii?
was good.
It was.
Like it was
Yeah.
the game that like came with it, right?
Yeah. I think
But
that's
it was
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 pin bowling. Can't sleep on a
Play
100 pin
ball.
bowling.
Oh.
No.
No one's ever got a strike on that. I don't believe it.
Do you remember PlayStation Move?
I
Yeah.
do remember
I love the
PlayStation
PlayStation
Move.
Move.
I had the dance mat.
They had
Oh.
a dance mat.
They had
The
a
dance
dance
mat you plug in.
mat. I had that.
Yeah.
And I had the Jungle Book.
Oh, I wanted Jungle Book. I
Oh
didn't
my,
get Jungle
that is a.
Book. But yeah, I love the PlayStation Move because I used to play the
That's
sports,
a throwback on a
the,
Thursday.
the frisbees.
That is a Thursday.
And it is a
throwback.
Thursday. It's a Thursday throwback.
That is. Wow.
Weekly segment. There you go. Thursday throwback.
Thursday from.
Thursday. Froyo. They're all the same, aren't they?
Thursday throwback.
Yeah. Oh
Do you
my
remember the
God.
Buzz games?
Oh,
Yeah.
Buzz.
That
you
made,
remember the Monkey
made 'em
Buzz
break.
game?
That's the one that I
Families.
played because the one with the guy was always a bit too hard and very outdated questions. The monkey.
The monkey one was good.
But
Have you ever played the monster one?
I never had
That
that.
was my
I only
shit.
had the monkey
I
one.
used it all the time.
What console was that? Was that PS3?
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2, Tom. We're talking
Whoa.
back in the day.
This is way back in the
I
day.
I did have it. I do remember, but it's just I couldn't remember which console.
But
That
yeah,
was really PS2.
Monster one's my shit. Shame I didn't know what to play it with.
It's just you pressing Buzz for all of them. Yeah.
That got a bit sad, didn't it?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
My friends.
Oh, friends.
Friends.
Can you say that? Is that copyrighted?
What, you're saying friends in a high pitched voice?
When you said,
Yeah, we all know where it's from.
Yeah.
Is that copyrighted?
it's like when
No.
you said We Fit, I instantly thought of the second film. And then it's just like, why'd you break up? Because I bought her a We Fit.
Oh.
Woo!
Well,
Nostalgia.
That's a good start.
Nostalgia.
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 Roger
Solid
that.
start
Are you all PlayStation or are you Xbox?
on both.
Either both.
And
You're
the Switch.
You're a
Nintendo
s-
Switch.
You're a
You got
slut.
Nintendo
You do
Switch?
He's an
both.
all.
Yeah.
He's a slut, isn't he? He does
You
all-
are a
he
He's
does
all
all
over
of
the
them.
place.
He does all of them.
Greedy whore.
I'm a
Barely at
PlayStation
my
and
own
PC
house.
person.
I get that.
No, just PS4.
Just PS4.
Well, You know,
PS4,
back in the day,
PC.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft
PC.
was always PC.
Don't you realise?
Wazd.
Was
I used to
Space bar.
play Minecraft Hunger Games
Same.
all the time.
That's the original
that
Fortnite.
genuinely was the original Fortnite. It was the best thing.
What did you play on? Did you play it on
no.
Beehive?
No, it wasn't.
I can't remember.
Alright, come on, show us all
Go
that.
on.
It was Armour. Armour did it first.
What, before Minecraft?
Yes.
Okay.
They did it in Armour too.
Either way,
We don't
Wait.
know her, so Minecraft Hunger Games. No, I used to love that so much.
Yeah.
hmm
In fact, I think Minecraft should have brought something out
Yeah.
because it was just like a server, wasn't it? It wasn't
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, it was service.
Yeah, it
they
was
weren't
just-
actual.
It was just people doing it.
yeah.
No, they did bring something out, didn't they? In one of the updates, I think it was in-game Hunger Games.
Really?
I know they got it on like
Yeah.
the consoles.
But again,
Yeah,
it was
I
all
can't play it on
service.
the
It wasn't
console.
like.
I mean, I don't play it anymore anyway.
Oh, I
I'm
did,
cool now.
I did get it on
Mum.
console. I got it on PS3 and then PS4.
Pretty cool.
I've got
I
it,
got
I've got
it-
it on my PlayStation.
I had it on
but I just-
PS3, and then like when I got my PS4, I was like tried to download it. Just doesn't let me do it.
Oh,
I just
see,
can't
got
play it. So I'm like, well,
I just think it's nicer to have it with like the mouse and the keyboard instead of like.
Yeah.
I prefer the
Yeah.
mouse and keyboard. I got pretty
It's
good
easier
at
to
that.
build and things like that.
Oh, one in the
Yeah.
chamber on Minecraft was amazing.
It
What?
was.
Just bow and arrows.
you have 1 hour.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
that sound effect.
really good. I like that.
Can we make that a button?
That's a thumper from Battlefield.
When are you gonna have a soundboard?
Oh, we actually should do that.
Yeah.
How easy is it to get one?
Or you just record sounds.
Record sounds up on
Alright.
one.
And
Cool,
Just put
cheers.
my USB.
Yeah.
It'll be like the Migos. Just making noises all over the place.
Boom.
I feel like you're the only one that gets that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've no
Because
idea.
I asked these guys the other day and they don't even know who the Migos are.
I know who they are, but I don't really know anything else. That's
Wait,
it.
what?
I'm lost.
I don't even know who the name.
Yeah.
Don't you find it weird how Minecraft's basically the whole new Fortnite?
Do you mean that the other way around?
What did I say?
You said Minecraft's the new
New
Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean the other way around.
Still living in the past, see?
I am. I'm a young
Yeah.
person in an old man's body.
I mean,
Wait, what? Hang on. You mean the other way around
No,
again?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. Because Minecraft was such a good game.
It was a
Yeah, but
massive
you could say
game.
that with Fortnite now. I think it's because
I'm,
I think
like,
we've officially
Against it.
we've become old.
Yeah.
That's literally what it
It,
is.
to be
I just
fair,
don't like
people
what
hate
Fortnite's become.
to be fair, it's marketed
I think
towards
so.
children. Really, it's what it
Yeah.
was marketed towards.
Because I got
but-
it when it was like released and stuff, and the first few months of playing it, I was like, "This is amazing."
One of the biggest reasons it's popular is because it's free. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the only reasons it took off so much.
Yeah.
But then
So weird.
it's just when they started adding all this stuff, and then there was the
Too much.
dances, and then the kids, and then it's just a
the
bit much.
dancing and the kids. It is too much.
It's I don't know.
Just running along. Oh shit, there's a kid.
Bring
'Cause
Minecraft back.
when
I know
you-
it's still going, but they still add stuff to it, don't
Yeah,
they?
it's still
Yeah.
going.
It's still like one of the biggest games.
It kind of like died
ever.
off when Microsoft bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's, yeah.
Bring back Minecraft channels.
Bring back Notch.
I don't know. They're all good games. I'm sure I could go back to Minecraft and still enjoy it.
It's like
It's the same with Fortnite. I could go on, and you can still. It's a good game, but I think it's the whole premise of what media
Knowing
has
that you're
made
playing
it.
against
and,
an 8-year-old.
yeah,
Kills
it's
it,
kind of.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Getting
either
killed by a
that,
7-year-old.
or it's like
Yeah.
a 25
No scope by a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
for his job.
Thanks.
yeah.
I also
It's-
get panicked
yeah,
when I've got to
it's-
start
it-
building.
yeah, that
and
is
killing
true.
And
It is literally you're either playing as like a kid or you're playing against someone who does it for a living.
Yeah, streamer.
literally, yeah.
That's
there are
it.
some stupidly sweaty people. Like you can say it for any game, but
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
for Fortnite, it's like,
it's like I still play it every now and then, and all of a sudden, like, I'm just getting built on.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. Someone's
'Cause-
built a 4-story mansion with Wi-Fi. I can't do anything.
It's got
Yeah.
it's got bathrooms and everything.
Yeah.
It's like Player Unknown's coming to PS4 7th of December.
It's just
Yeah,
a bit
PUBG.
late now.
It's just a
isn't
bit
it?
late though. Just a bit. And the game.
Yeah,
let's,
we've had it for like 2 years
well,
on
everyone's doing
Xbox.
like
Yeah, let's
Battle Royale,
fix
like
it.
the new Call of Duty had it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And seemingly, people did like it for like the first week, and then
Then it just came a normal
just left.
thing. Like
Then-
yeah, battle.
I just saw people complaining about stun grenades.
It was like it's like an exciting thing,
Yeah.
but like
You kind of want it as like a side
not the whole premise of it.
of a
'cause
whole
they-
game.
They
Yeah,
swapped campaign for it, didn't they?
Yeah. They got
And
a
I
campaign
love
for it.
playing. I was annoyed by that because I love playing the Call of Duty campaigns, and that's mainly why I get the game. Is to play the campaign before anything else.
I think it's just so
Doesn't
many
make
people
sense.
stopped playing the campaign in comparison.
yeah.
True.
Like,
'Cause
so many
what
people
brings
like
what
Yeah.
brings in
zombies.
more money?
But you're always gonna get
Online.
you're always gonna get more people playing
It's like-
online than
If you sold a game with like just zombies, like a Black Ops game, everyone would buy it
yeah. I probably would have got it if it just
because
had
zombies is like their biggest thing. It's like their biggest trademark.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird how the market's shifted.
Well, it is trademarked by them.
Yeah.
Nothing else can be called zombies because it's trademarked by them.
I don't know.
That's why you can't get another game called Zombies. It has to be spelt differently or something because it can't be the same because it's trademarked.
Zombie
Whack a
eyes.
Z on.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Okay.
I don't know. But it's weird. Like, what's it gonna be like in 10 years, or like 5 years even?
VR.
Oh,
Ready Player
Oh,
One.
VR.
no,
Straight
genuinely,
up.
I don't
I
think
don't see
VR
that.
will bang.
It's really good.
I think VR will die. I don't think.
Well, I think it's still not as exciting as they're
They're
they're,
gonna-
just not releasing
It's still
enough.
early stages.
It's-
It's still very early.
I
Yeah.
think it's when they finally get something really good and then it's not. It's kind of affordable.
Yeah.
that's the main
not
thing. It's just not
affordable.
affordable for like the average.
Also, a lot of people
Gamer.
get like
Gamer.
what's it? Like motion sickness from playing it.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
if you as a
true.
kid, if you grow up playing that, you're not going
That's
to get
gonna mess you
affected.
up. It's gonna.
But yeah, but will it? I feel like if you train a kid from a young age to not feel that motion
Oh, I
sickness,
see
it'll
what
be
you mean.
fine. Whereas I feel like we will be the old people.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
it's
some
like
Russian
I'm not playing
spy
that. I get
training.
motion
it's
sickness.
like sometimes
you
you
know what
play
I mean?
it.
though?
It's like
Sometimes you play it and it is
I've
a bit
never
like
never played VR.
I've
need a
I
break.
have done.
you
VR.
need a break 100%.
I've never done it.
It's very. It's because it's in your face. Like it's
It's
very
like-
like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like
But
when,
then again,
it's
that's
always
what parents are saying when we play video games.
It was
like,
all-
oh, you're sitting too close.
yeah. It was always
do
like
you know
you're
what I
too
mean? Like-
close and now you're right.
It's just
They're
getting
right in
worse,
front of your
though.
face,
I
right in
don't
front of
know,
your eyes.
it's-
I just feel
Yeah.
like we're going to be the old
That
people.
can't be good
in the
for your
future.
eyes.
It can't be good
complaining
for your
about it.
eyes. It can't be, unless they've been actually sitting too close to TV doesn't do anything.
Well, think about it, playing like the Connect or something on the Xbox. It would be like, make sure you take a 20-minute break.
That was like
Yeah.
the Wii. Like
Yeah.
go outside for a drink and like come back.
Don't forget to breathe.
Yeah. But it's I don't know. It doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think it's
I prefer sitting down. I play games to chill out.
Yeah.
I want to sit and just play games.
you don't want to actually feel like you're. I
I
get
would-
it makes you feel more immersed and like you're actually in it. But
I feel
Yeah.
like I can do that.
I-
When I'm playing a game, I feel emotionally I'm that character. When I play
Yeah.
Nathan Drake,
yeah,
like Uncharted, I'm that character.
yeah.
He feels one with the character.
I am one.
I want to get.
I'm
I'm-
one with the Force.
But I'm like that with like
Pac-Man
I really like-
especially.
I really like The Walking Dead, like Telltale, and then like
Oh, company's gone.
well yeah, rest in peace. But like I like Life is Strange and
Yeah.
games like that because it's so like
Story games.
I love a story game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so like
You get immersed.
immersed. Whereas like things with like Fortnite, it's like they're okay, but I would much rather be
It's like you can.
paying
you-
like £50 for like a
In,
I think
it's like
that's- yeah,
Fortnite. You
Steam.
drop
well,
in.
Fortnite's,
If you
yeah.
drop in, you with
Oh.
someone else. You die. That's it.
No, imagine the motion
To
sickness
restart.
playing VR Fortnite when you jump out of the bus. Like, just like,
Oh.
VR
don't hate
Fortnite,
that.
I don't want
I
that.
would
think, no,
hate that.
VR's never going to become a thing like that.
I think
I
that
will.
you've got
It
a
will.
huge point
I
of view
think
with
so.
the,
No,
with the like.
If it does,
story.
not that many people are going to do that.
Yeah, but then I think it would be cool to do
Would
maybe
be cool
like a
to do it.
VR with like a game like Life is Strange because
Yeah.
it's so like
Immersive.
immersive and it's like they put so much effort into the game and things.
But even something like Red Dead.
Oh yeah,
Have you
but
seen-
it's,
That would
be
but it's
really
even like
good.
you know when you do like first person.
Yeah.
Yeah, on it, it's still like, well, yeah, Red Dead's like a beautiful game in itself.
Yeah.
Like, the just everything about it is like amazing. So that would be good, but
Yeah.
One thing that annoys me about Red Dead is the first person is just the same as GTA's first person.
yeah,
They didn't really do anything. They
I suppose you
changed
can't.
it.
They're selling it as a third-person game.
Yeah,
aren't they?
I
So
can
they
see
can't.
the thing. It's just I always think the first person in the in GTA and that it's always been a bit clunky, not really very smooth.
I think subconsciously you're knowing that it's a third-person
Yeah.
game because it's Rockstar.
I always play first
So
person.
when you
on
play
them.
first person,
Yeah.
you get thrown off. If you got given a game like Call of Duty, which is always first person,
It's not
yeah,
as bad.
third person.
you
You
Yeah.
know it as that.
you know it's
Yeah.
going to be that.
yeah.
Have you
Plus,
seen?
in games like that, it's always nice to see your character because
Yeah.
it's like easier.
I
Especially
think
in a
it's
way.
because
You-
it's a world game.
You can
It's
yeah,
well,
it's
there's a
like
lot
you're
of
you're
bit to
and
explore.
you can appreciate the character's movement when they do stuff because you see
Yeah.
it.
And if you got like
Definitely.
customization on your character,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wanna
you
see-
could bring
you,
in the whole
you wanna
element
see
of
everything.
like,
Instead
Yeah.
of just hands.
That's like with
Oh.
because in this would be a game that no one I don't think anyone has played, but with armor you can swap between first and third.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
very fluent because it's built as both.
Yeah.
So it's like you can actually play. If you're a person who likes third-person games, you can play it in third person. But if you like first-person games, you can play it in first person.
It's like PUBG.
And you, yeah, yes, that's
Do the
because it's
same
the
thing.
it's the same
Yeah.
guy. He worked on armor, but you can just hit literally on the keyboard. You hit the enter key on the numpad, and it just swaps instantly.
yeah. I don't know.
You
I
see?
think it's just all about personal
It's
preference as
interesting.
well, I suppose, and like the
Yeah.
style of game.
Yeah.
Because like,
And
imagine
depends-
if Fortnite was like first person.
Oh,
You know Borderlands 2?
a little bit quite good.
They're bringing that out on VR.
Yeah, which is
Really?
stopping them
That's
from
going to be something.
which is
Is
stopping
that
them from
good?
working
I don't-
third.
I don't really like.
I just heard
Borderlands.
it's meant to be good, very Borderlands, or not?
It's good. Like
Borderlands is
it-
a great game to play with people.
It's a very you got to play it with friends. Otherwise,
It's
it's,
amazing
not as
game,
fun.
So it's like
Yeah.
Portal,
But
Portal
there's-
basically.
It's got like
Well,
awards
you
for
have
most
to put
guns in a
players
game.
Oh, I
Like,
see.
Portal you can
every
play
time
around,
they
I've
bring
played
it out.
around.
But I like games where it's like, it's so good to play on your own because it's like it's
Yeah.
nice to play with your friends and stuff, but like
You always want one of them games which you can play on your own.
Yeah.
You want-
The thing is, I've always, you two definitely know that the most. It's kind of like how many years have I not played games with you lot online?
Yeah,
Getting
it's
you-
like
When I play games, I just want to sit and
Getting
just,
you to play
Yeah,
Fortnite,
yeah.
that was a chore.
yeah, because
Yeah,
it's like
it is.
But
I think in the
You
3
enjoyed it.
the 3 years
Yeah.
that I'd known you, we played FIFA once,
yeah.
and we didn't even talk to each other.
yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. People play it differently.
Yeah,
I know Francis is very like play with other people.
Oh, he's very much like he. I don't think he ever plays just like by himself.
It's just weird. I think it depends.
But
I think it just depends how you've been brought up and how you first started gaming. To be honest.
yeah, well, I was very much like I always played with like games with my brother.
Yeah.
So it was like he was just there.
Yeah.
So it's like I've always never relied on like having to listen to someone because
Yeah.
he's there. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I always
Whereas
played
like, because I always I grew up on like all the Lego games like
Oh,
Lego Star Wars,
definitely.
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
when you play that with like another person, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how, I don't know. It's just
Shit when they take your character though.
Yeah,
so shit,
Yeah.
so shit.
I
Do
always
you
grew
remember
up
when they
playing
used
on
to
my
walk
own.
off screen and you just couldn't?
You just
the screen
die.
just wouldn't move.
And then they changed it so that it goes
Now
like
it's
split
split
screen.
screen,
and
but
it
that
doesn't-
makes me like feel sick.
Yeah,
It does,
it's horrible.
So
It's like waving.
yeah.
Because it's like if they're this side, it's this side, but when you go the other side of them,
Yeah.
it swaps, and
Oh,
it's so
I hate it.
confusing. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
No, I like it when you just walk them off screen and all of a sudden they just explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
just
then
right next to
coins
you.
go everywhere, and
Just
you
run
run
over
over.
and
again.
You know, I've worked for those.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like games like that. I think like they're so simple but so good.
yeah, you don't have to put loads of hours like FIFA to actually get somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why I won't play
You don't have to
FIFA.
put loads. The things I like it because I can mentally switch off whilst listening to other stuff like TV or YouTube whilst playing that. Something like Red Dead, I have to stop everything and just play that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I find it hard sometimes, but I also like it because you're just immersed into what you're playing.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing Fortnite at home, I notice if I've got like a video playing, I'm not paying attention to it, but I can hear it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I play better. I
I
don't
play
know
better when I
why,
listen to music.
but it's just. I think it's just because it's there.
Yeah.
And it just.
Yeah, that's also another, like if my brother comes in and he's talking to me, I always play rubbish whilst playing games because I think it's
Because your
that.
focus is
you're f-
somewhere
you're
else.
But the thing is, I can do two things at once when I'm gaming, but I think it's just that someone's watching you.
Yeah.
But I don't have that problem when I'm playing online, and I know like if you're playing Fortnite, you've got 100 people in a lobby. I
Yeah.
don't feel that pressure of someone's always watching me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
know.
weird, isn't it? It's weird how perspectives change.
Girls. Thoughts.
What,
Go.
like, as in like
They're good.
1975 song.
Oh, I like that. No, just,
Hey, that was quick.
just like that was very quick. Just like I don't know.
He's always quick.
I like to hear like boys, not view. I don't know what I'm asking to be honest, but you know, I'm just like, because obviously you're in like a complete different world to like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, girls are a thing.
They're a
Yeah.
thing.
I've noticed them about.
Yeah.
Don't call him a thing. I've learned.
Nah,
Don't
yeah,
call
that-
him a
Oh,
thing.
Wow.
here we go.
Here we go.
On Street Journal, I'm going to come on to you.
All right.
Or the other way around.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't have a go at me because I identify as a toaster.
Oh,
Oh,
We'd be having problems then, wouldn't we?
fair enough.
it's got you there.
Everyone's just triggered.
Everyone's triggered right now.
Oh, we've said some stuff that I'm sure
Sure,
is
trigger
a
a lot
lot
of
worse
people.
than that.
Yeah. That whole thing's just a mess.
Let's
isn't
just
it?
not go there.
Just a little.
That's
Yeah.
just it's safer not to.
Right, let's swiftly move on from that.
What were we talking about?
Girls.
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 Breaking hearts.
Breaking hearts. So good.
I'm on it,
at
I'm on
that.
it.
Kieran's got it. I mean,
It's a
you've got a
song, Tom.
girlfriend.
I do.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Aww.
I should hope so.
You so, you know what? Actually, don't.
You just think
I
about it
have
on this podcast.
Yeah. I was like, wait. It's like Let's So Raven.
Yeah.
Just have a flashback.
Oh, she actually gazes into the future, but
Oh, could you not?
Yeah, he's just seen himself. He's just like,
once
It's
again,
not gonna work
all
in the
about you.
future.
Oh.
Sorry, Tom. Yeah. How's she doing?
Just great as always.
has
She's
she,
good.
Has she actually said that, or you
Yeah,
just
she
speaking
has.
for her?
No,
Yeah.
I'm speaking for her.
What kind of relationship is this, Tom?
It's very aggressive.
From you or her?
Bit of both. I cry a lot.
Yeah.
That's what makes the relationship Tom's tears.
I just think with girls, I feel like with boys because there's so many in the world.
Is there?
But I
Is
feel
there?
like I feel
Yeah.
like
I
when
swear
it,
there's more females than men.
I think so.
probably,
Yeah.
I don't know. We are superior.
Whoa.
Big statement.
Power
Whoa.
balance.
Right, let's unleash, guys. Right, she's already said it.
No turning back.
But I just feel like there's so many more different like groups of girls than there are to boys. Because obviously you get like the boys that are a bit more, you know, feisty, like manly, like,
Yeah.
and then you get boys that
Gentlemen.
gentlemen
Quiet.
and stuff like that. But I feel like with girls, there's just so many different breeds.
I would.
I've
To
seen
say.
breeds.
I don't know.
I think I would argue otherwise. I feel like
Really?
there's a good mixture of both. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like
I've seen Mean Girls. I know what happens.
yeah.
It's just tragic.
Didn't enjoy it.
Ooh,
Like that.
Big
triggered.
statement. No, I think I would disagree with that statement. I think there's
I
quite.
suppose as a boy, you'd probably see it differently.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's all perspectives of kind of
yeah,
you look at your own gender in a different way.
true. Oh, deep.
Oh, he's got deep.
Real
Got
deep.
real deep.
Get your snorkel on.
Ooh,
I just think,
side
I don't know, because you get like the, yeah, I suppose.
You get the typical. It's like I suppose it's like Breakfast Club. You get the typical.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I do like a bit of Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you get the typical people, but I think it's. Yeah.
But then I think it's weird
It's a
that
tough
it's
one.
like you can get, because obviously like I'm completely different to like you, and like
Yeah, I should
Ryan
hope so.
and Kieran. But then we have like a level where we just get on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
I think that's
alright,
what
let's-
what makes it though, is because it's weird. That's why it works so much.
Yeah, I think as well because like we're quite weird people, and like you put us in a room with like the proper like manly men
Yeah.
and the proper like
What are you
kind
trying
of
to
bitchy
say?
girls.
You're saying we're not them.
You say we're not manly
you do
men.
fit into that. Yeah.
No.
And it's just because I wouldn't like to be anywhere near like one of them girls.
No.
Because they just don't. They don't do it for me.
But I think that's why we all match, is because of our viewpoints are very similar in that case, where
Yeah.
we don't want to be the typical.
Yeah.
I suppose you can't even say typical, can you? But
You just want to make your own image.
yeah. But I think if
Yeah.
you look at everyone around this table, I think we're all
Very
completely
different.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all have roughly the same sense of humour, the same viewpoints.
The main thing is that we all kind of have the same like view of the world ish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's shit.
So it's like it's gone to shit. But
It's
yeah.
yeah.
But it's just like the way we see like people and like our judgments on people are
Oh.
very similar.
We all know
Because
Francis.
we're kind of like middle grounded people, if you know what I mean.
And without sounding idiotic, I feel like we're all quite humble. Like
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
definitely.
we all kind of
We don't ruffle any feathers.
no, we don't take things for granted. We don't act like we know everything, but we
Yeah.
do know stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know.
We're not
that's
up our
weird.
own asses.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Perfect.
Short terms.
We're just bigging up our egos right now.
We are.
No, but I think it's nice because it's like there are just people in this world that are just like disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
Murderers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
one of them.
Go
We're
straight to
we're
the
just
other
going
end.
there, are we?
Yeah, why not?
But it's like you think back to school and it's just like.
Oh, I hate that.
and
Actually,
I-
that's a good point. Did we all hate school?
Yes.
Do you know I was such like I loved school up until about year 10, where it started to get it starts to get a bit serious because you have
Yeah.
exams, but it was also just like everyone just
Change.
changed.
It's the
Mhm.
stress, isn't it? When
The
you're
stress,
stressed,
yeah.
you come out as your true colours, so to speak.
And obviously you get older, so people are a little bit meaner
Mm.
and a little bit more witty with what they
Yeah.
say, so that it can like obviously it's a lot more like hurtful. I don't know. I was never. Were any of you bullied?
I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
I feel like you're the cool kid who's just come in. just,
I was
It's
bullied.
just like,
I was bullied.
It's a bit, you just turn around and you're like, see, I was the bully.
Yeah.
And now it begins.
I was bullied in like year 7, in
Okay.
like year 8, and
I
then in year 9,
I
I
think
like
everyone gets like that fair share.
yeah. But
Everyone
in year
gets
9, I like integrated into like the cool kids group that used to bully me,
the bullies.
the bullies,
So you
and I
became a
hated
bully.
it. I was like
Yeah.
seeing like what they do to be the type of people they are is like so much effort.
Yeah.
Like it's all about like social
Interaction. isn't it?
interaction and like they'd go out. This sounds so like stupid, but they'd go out at like 8 p.m. They'd meet at
Yeah,
8
yeah.
p.m. Right?
Yeah.
If you're in like year 8, you're like 12.
I know.
It's a good point.
Like,
I know exactly
I'd
what you're
rather
talking
be in
about.
bed or just at home with my family.
God, I was watching.
Minecraft videos.
I was
not
playing
even
Minecraft.
that.
I was
was.
playing
Like-
some sort of game at
I
some
was probably
point.
watching like Nickelodeon stuff, like realistically.
No,
not
people like
even in year
iCarly,
8.
like I was doing all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
same.
But it's like, and they were just going out and then they start doing like
Idiot stuff.
idiot stuff. The whole thing was like, I remember the whole thing was like having sex. And it was like, you are
Yeah.
12. You
I
are
rem-
12 years
I
old.
no, I remember a guy who was, I'm not going to say his name, but it was like literally, if you look at us now, that's what he looked like, but we were in year 8 and I was like half his size.
Yeah.
He was bloody huge, looked like a man, and he was just talking about sex, and it's just like, I can kind of see it happening, but I'm kind of like, you know what, I kind of call kind of a lot of rubbish on this.
That's the thing,
story.
though. When you're in school, you chat so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
everyone.
I
does
chat
it.
so much
Yeah.
shit. But you do it because you want to...
You want to fit in.
You do
You
want
wanna
You want a
yeah,
story.
the main thing is you want to
Yeah.
fit in because no one wants to be the kid with no friends. That's weird.
And I think that's why, even, especially for me, it was like for college. Once I hit college, it was like, right, I'm just gonna be myself. And
Oh, yeah,
truly, if
definitely.
people
Yeah.
don't like me,
That's their problem.
and it's not like I'm not asking for a fight when I say that. It's just if people don't like me, I'm just not going to talk to you.
Yeah, well, that's
But
the
the thing
thing.
is, weirdly,
Why would
since
you waste
doing
your time?
that, I feel like I've made more friends because I'm myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, if I that had done that in year 7, maybe things might have turned out differently. But I
But
think
I feel like
I
in
think it's
s-
just cycle of school.
I
to
think
be
in
honest.
school everyone is doing it. Like everyone is trying to be something they're not,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like it's a whole like thing of
It's just a big pissing match. You want to be the person with like, the best story.
yeah.
That's pretty much
100%.
it.
True.
You never
It
get
is
guess
true.
what I got up to on a weekend.
Yeah.
Um,
Minecraft.
Yeah, realistically,
Hunger
that's
Games.
what I was doing.
You always had that one kid. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got drunk. It was mad."
Yeah,
It's like,
actually,
no, you
weed.
didn't. You really didn't.
Yeah.
The thing is, probably there is a few people which I'm like, I wouldn't expect anything different from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is the majority which is like, I'm sorry, but I kind of know you, and I know you wouldn't be.
My favourite thing now is just looking at them now, as
Yeah.
like we're older.
And
'Cause,
see how they've basically not changed.
They've not changed, or their life is just
Rubbish.
rubbish.
It's
But
just
like
shit.
in some ways, it's kind of sad because it's like you literally
There's been no obvious like.
change.
There's no change. There's no
Like you've
improvements basically.
yeah, because you always want to try and like improve yourself. Because I remember I came to college and I was so like, I'd never interact with anyone like this. Like I would
Mhm.
never talk to someone like Francis.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. There
He's a
wasn't
colourful
boys
character.
like Francis at my school. Like
That's just not a
Francis
thing.
is my boyfriend, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I'd never seen like a boy with like
Yeah.
his hat backwards in my school. He'd get bullied if he was in my
Yeah.
year bar.
No, we went to the
Yeah.
same school. So
Yeah, and like,
Yeah.
our school was just
That's
different.
not a thing, that, especially in the area that like that would not have been a
He
thing.
would have been violated, and that's why it was like.
No, yeah,
But then-
no,
You
no,
make it sound a
no,
lot
no,
worse.
it's kind of it is kind of partially true.
It's partially
It-
true.
No,
and
I
it's-
do.
like-
I do
And it's
totally
because he's got
accept
the
that.
he had the very kind of like American like skater boy like things I'd seen in films,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just like, I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yeah.
But
It worked.
it worked.
I think that's the difference between college and school.
Yeah, but that's why it's like I love college, and like, I never want it to end
This is
Yeah.
because
for
this is
me,
like
yeah.
for me like I love this. Like I you know
For me, I feel like school was a waste, and this is just
what I
This is-
should have been
this
doing.
is what I should have been doing the whole time,
Yeah.
and this is where I just I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Also, you get to wear your own clothes. That's like the best thing. One of the best
Yes.
things about
To
college.
be honest, yeah, and I don't find it
I
a problem.
hated school uniform.
Like a lot
It's
of
like-
people have the problem with like, oh, you wear rubbish clothes, or like
Yeah,
da
yeah.
da da da, and it's, I don't.
That
find
was
that
such a
problem.
big thing at school. Like,
I
I used to
don't
dread
find that a
muffly days because I was like, I don't have the shoes that people are
Everyone's
wearing at the
wearing.
moment.
Yeah.
Why was that such a
Why
big
was
thing?
that such a big thing? I wish
Have
we
you
could go
got
back.
kicks?
That's the-
No, I haven't.
That's the,
I've got fancy shoes.
I never
got
had
pointy
that.
ones.
I never had that problem. I never cared.
Oh, see,
In
I
the first
did-
place.
I did care. I did care.
I was
bullied the whole
I
way
just
There's always
never
that
got them.
doubt.
I was bullied the whole way through primary school to the point where it's like when I got to secondary school, I just didn't care.
But you know what? I know
That's
it
good,
sounds
though.
I know
That
it
is
sounds
good.
bad, but almost getting bullied is just like good for you. I know
I didn't
like
enjoy it at the time.
at the
No,
time, but
that's
it's like
For
the
the,
time.
for the 3-4
The
years that I
experience,
got
like,
bullied for.
to an extent, like depending on like how far you get bullied, obviously, but just like it literally does make you so much more like as like an older person now, like as like an adult basically, you can look back and be like, why
Yeah.
were they
Yeah.
picking on me? Like I was literally like,
I got bullied by and I literally got punched in the eye. I got black eye by
Jesus.
literally a guy who was half the size of me. And thinking back, I was
really?
like, I'm not the size I am now, but it was just like, I could have beaten him up. Like, do you know what I mean? When you're literally half the size, and he was like proper skinny, half the size. His
Yeah.
head was bigger than his whole body, kind of guy. do you remember those Nike bags?
Oh god,
Yeah.
the
The little
tiny
ones.
ones,
the
yeah.
tiny
Wow.
ones. It was that kind of kid.
Yeah.
Like it just but it's just like I
Yeah.
hated him.
You know what the worst thing about
I
that
hated
is?
that.
Stuff like that. Like, say like a fight like that happens. The next day you're like, I'm going to do that next time. Next time I should
Oh,
have
I
done that.
And it never
hate
happens.
that.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
never do anything again.
Do you know what's worse is getting bullied by a girl? Because you genuinely
Have
feel
you got
like you can't do
experience of
anything back. Yeah.
No, but
Oh, no.
100%.
I have.
Girls,
Because
you
girls are
genuinely
mean.
can't do anything.
Yeah, girls are
girls
mean.
are mean, especially like
And
going.
because she was like the hottest girl
Yeah.
in our year, in year 7, she was.
They use it to their
she only stayed
advantage.
for like a year. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was like seriously like 6 months. But she
Yeah.
bullied me for those 6 months. But it was like because she was the hottest one, like no one kind of cared. So it was just like, oh, okay, cool.
I just realised I've had the same thing actually.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad now.
But you know,
Mine was stupid though.
what happened?
It
Oh,
was
mine
literally there. It was like in maths, and there was a girl who sat next to me. I spoke to her like once, and then her friend kept bullying me because I wouldn't go out with her. I'm like, I don't like her. What you doing?
just talk.
And I just got so much shit for like the past, like next 2
Yeah.
3 weeks, and I'm like, it's sad what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then they eventually just gave
I
up.
never had that because I got on better with the girls than the rest of the guys.
To be honest, I was that for like until year 9, year 8. I would say year 9. I got along better with the girls than anyone
Yeah.
else. To be honest, until I met my
I
mate
don't know.
James, that was it.
But like as I got older, it's like I could even say like in year 10, 11, I was probably bullied because like the boys like to like come for me.
But that's
Not in
Yeah.
that way. Like they would like. But it was.
But I
because,
feel like
It's a
because you're a
different
girl,
story for another
and
day.
I'm not saying like, you are an attractive girl, so it's one of those things where it's like I feel like most of the guys were doing that just to get attention from you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Yeah.
the difference between
I
boys
get
and
that,
girls.
but I do kind of think that is very like.
Oh, it's such a lad thing to do.
But no, but I also think that's very kind of like, not, kind of true because it's like I get it, and it's like I get because like when you
Yeah.
flirt with people, you sometimes like take the piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like it would get to a point where it's like, but it's because I was at that age as well. Where it's like I would say something back, but it would never work in my favor because
Yeah.
then their friends would get
'Cause,
involved.
yeah, they're in a group.
And then I'd just
So
be
it's
there like,
yeah.
brilliant. I love
Pe-
school.
People in numbers.
People numbers. That's the thing.
People grow balls. when
And
they're
why
in
was there
numbers.
such like big groups at school? Like at secondary school, there's not. There has been times where people go into their separate groups, but not nearly as bad as school.
No.
School was such like you need to find your group in like the first week, or else you're forgotten.
You're on your
It's
own.
true though, isn't
It
it?
is
yeah,
true.
it's not wrong.
It's true.
You know,
I
just
know.
things
But
change.
it's good with college because like you go to do what you want to do, pretty much. Especially
yeah.
like this college because you just do one course.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
you-
like we already all have something in common.
Yeah.
But and it's also like we all like it's
And our class isn't that big either.
yeah,
So that I think that's what makes it nice. It's more of a community thing. 'Cause there's only
Yeah.
like 12 of us.
definitely.
And we're all similar because we like
Yeah.
the same kind of things.
We all
Even if
have a
people-
laugh.
We're all
We're not-
here for the same reason, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just very I mean if you're doing media, you're
Yeah.
not you know,
No,
you're
it's
not
not
gonna
specific of kind of what you want it to do.
yeah. But you're not gonna get like a mean kid on media, are you?
Nah.
Well,
You get annoying ones.
You just get
I
annoying.
think that's the difference. You're not gonna get you're not gonna get like horrible like, oh, I'm gonna stab you.
yeah.
You're just gonna get annoying. Just like, can you just shut up for a moment? please?
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Because at the end of the day, still trying to learn.
Yeah.
Stay in school, Tom.
And that's why I got bullied. Shut up, trying to learn.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all
stabs
like a
later.
life lesson though.
Yeah, going back to what you said about the whole like bullying, it does make who you are.
Mm.
As painful and as horrible as it is, it does make who you are.
Obviously to an extent, because like I know some people where it's like, well, I don't know people, but you see things and it's like, it's ruined people's lives forever.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I could say that because it's like because now like you're insecure about something forever.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
and it's like you can't get rid of
It's
that.
back of the head.
It's back of the head because it's like when you're young as well and you're at that age and obviously you're still learning and things.
That's sometimes the worst time something like that can happen is because it can. I'm sure there's all things that, obviously,
different
because we've all been
factors.
bullied. There's all things we can all pinpoint of kind of like we see as like our own weakness or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that, which does stick with us. But we can. I feel like obviously it still affects us in day-to-day life, but it also it's good.
It's
'Cause
good. Yeah.
It does help you, doesn't it?
I think it's one of those things with like being bullied.
Yeah.
After you've experienced it, you then won't go and do it to someone else.
Oh,
Because you know what it's like.
That's why I don't like seeing the whole like the bullied becomes the bully because it's like
I don't feel like
You know
that's-
how
that
shit it
doesn't
is.
happen.
especially for me. That's
that's
not
got to be
happened.
rare cases.
That's got to be like one in like
because
200
normally
people.
the bullied are like the nice kids. I don't want to like boost up our egos, but it's like we're
Yeah.
with nice people, it's
it
like
usually is.
the nice kids who, you know, are just happy and they're not like hurting anyone and we don't like.
They're not trying to fix something.
Yeah.
That
School's
makes sense.
hard enough as it
Don't know if
is.
I've worded that right.
Yeah, we're not trying to
Especially
make it
at
harder
that
for
age.
ourselves.
Yeah. that makes
So,
sense.
I don't like it when people say that because
It's like it has to be 1 or 200 people.
because
Yeah.
I get being mean to people like 100%.
But also get having a joke. But there is a line between
There's a
having
line,
a joke
yeah.
and
It's
just
like I wouldn't
bullying
rip into someone because that's what they just get like a kick out of like seeing someone like hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they're just trying to fix something wrong about themselves. Like,
And especially at that age.
I say
But
half the
don't-
time it's
I
really
don't,
not.
I don't get that either because I'm so
No.
like people can just be mean.
Yeah.
Like you can just be
Yeah.
mean
without
because it's like the boys that were doing it to me in year 11. They're probably not thinking any. They probably don't even care who I am now.
probably.
But it's like
yeah.
realistically, like
Yeah, realistic.
I'm never gonna forget
The
you.
people who bullied me or anyone else around this table, what are they thinking? What are they doing? They're probably not thinking about us at all.
I
But
know.
we're the ones remembering them.
It's sad, isn't it?
Oh, I went deep. Like
That's
I,
so
Yeah,
I found
this
that,
got
I
really
found
deep.
that horrible. Kind of
That
just
was
think
so
that
deep.
realization.
It
of
just gave you
they're
like
not
a
going to care
kickback.
about what we're thinking.
No, not at all.
Mm.
But that's one of those things. It's like they go on in their life. The worst thing is though, if they then get bullied, like once you're out of school, you're in that bigger world now.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
don't
yeah,
give
you-
a shit.
No.
If they then get bullied, they're not going to give a shit about what they did. They're just going to think, "Oh, I'm a victim now."
The
That's the
worst thing
problem.
is though, getting bullied. Bullied.
Getting bullied.
Bullied. Oh.
Getting bully jumpered.
If only it was called getting bullied.
Waldo.
If like getting bullied in like a workplace
That's different.
is different
That
because
must
it's
suck. I've not had.
it's
that.
probably worse in the matter of like you're
You're working
you
with
can't
the
really
people.
class as bullying
because
because
you
like
should be in a
as an
professional
adult,
workplace.
you're
so
like,
you
I'm not getting bullied. Like
Doesn't it just turn into
but it
harassment
happens.
at that point?
Yeah, being
Yeah.
harassment.
I think it is just the adult term of just getting bullied is
Yeah,
harassment,
it is.
basically. Isn't it?
And it's
I'm sure
Yeah.
legally it comes under
And
other things as well.
ille-
but-
yeah, no, it is harassment, and it's just it's a legal term.
It's a name
You can be
calling.
you can be like
So-
fined and arrested stuff for harassment.
it's just I don't know.
I feel like people just change when they're an adult, but there is the small majority which just don't, and who will still bully, just do it in
Right.
different ways.
They don't even
like-
suffer name calling. Was that
Oh.
like a thing? They don't even like. get
Oh,
Well, yeah.
that was my
Oh,
main
yeah.
thing. I never like it was never like physical. It was
Well, just
always
think-
name calling and always like comments.
Just think about my surname.
Yeah. Oh, now I feel like a shit person. You can't do that to me.
No, I don't care.
No, because I
No.
thought I got you out of my phone.
Yeah, no, I really don't care. But like, you can just imagine that, like,
The
that's
thing is, if
where
we,
it
I
came
think
from.
it depends who it comes from. Like if
Yeah,
my-
no, if
my
you
thing
would
at
do it,
school
I
was
wouldn't
my
give a
nose.
shit.
Yeah.
like
my
my thing
friend.
at school was like
Nose
I
isn't
got
even
called
that
like
bad.
big nose, and I was like, cool. But now it's like one of those things. I was like, I'm my biggest insecurity. But it's like if you said it to me,
Yeah.
I would be like, shut up, Tom. But it's like
Yeah.
it's like if I saw
and
one
then
of
I
those
will
people,
go, you're bullying me.
yeah. But then it's like, if I saw one of those people again and they said it to me, it's like I went to Reading, right? You
Yeah.
know, the festival,
Yeah, yeah.
and I saw that group of people at
Oh.
Reading, and the first thing they said to me was like, they were like, "Oh my god, big nose," and I literally, I can't tell you, like
I don't get
everything
that.
in my system just was like, "Oh my god!" It's like I
It just
literally got like you
all
know
hit
like
you back at
Vietnam
once.
flashback with me at Reading.
Oh.
I was literally like,
I feel
That's
horrible.
kind of funny, but it's
That's
not like,
that's not even
Yeah.
what I was on about. No, it was like
But, no, but like when you
the one
like,
I'm on
they're
about is
making-
adding ing and taking
Yeah.
out the last bit of my name.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one that I got a lot.
No, because people couldn't pronounce my last name properly,
Yeah.
they would just like butcher the shit out of it loads of different ways.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
got to that point where I was just like, they said something and I was like, okay, try again. I've heard that one.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Like,
that's just what
Like-
it comes
like,
to. Though,
even
isn't
then,
it?
like even with bullying, it comes to the point where it's just like you get to the point where you're just like I can't even say anything back because they just don't.
yeah,
They don't understand the
They always
weirdness
have
of what
something
you just said
stupid
as
more
well.
to say.
Yeah, just like
yeah,
really.
you say something like
You say something witty
sarcastically
back,
back or
and they
something
just
like
don't
that.
get it.
And
And
it's
it's like okay.
It's got really deep. I thought it was supposed to be a good, happy podcast.
Sorry, bring me on.
I
no,
genuinely,
I
I
agree,
think
it's
it's a
good,
good
yeah.
podcast, but it's
No.
just I think it's good to have topics like
It's
this.
good to
'cause
talk about things like this because it's such
Break
like
it
a.
up. It's real.
it's such
It's
a
real.
general.
It's real. It happens.
People who are listening to this have probably gone through this,
Yeah, 100%.
or at least
Or going
about
through
to, or going to.
I've been done for like
That's the thing. Like, if you're going through it, it's so like
It's honestly, it's terrible.
It gets better.
The amount of times I just didn't turn up to
does.
school.
Life
or
gets way
just
better.
Acted ill.
And you know what? When you're at that age, you're like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
but it's
But
like
we've
honestly,
been there.
as soon as you leave school, it's
Life is
over. Like,
Yeah.
so much better.
Yeah.
unless like you. I don't know. Because
There's-
I was very
there's-
much
there's-
like, I don't want to be anywhere near them, and a lot of them didn't
Oh,
come
same.
here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and especially didn't do this course. So when I was like, I'm getting away from you all. They stayed and did like A levels and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, no thanks.
But that is, like you said, it's weird because even me at that age was kind of just like, oh, you don't know what it's like. This is, but at certain stages we do completely understand what you're going through, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like it will be fine.
Yeah.
You will get through it. It will make you a better person.
And
Just stay strong.
I
That's
hate the
only
whole
thing.
like, tell your teacher.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
No, but the thing is, I would argue otherwise because I did go to that stage where it's just, well, I'm going into fights every 5 seconds, so it's like I had
I
to
get
go
it.
to someone
If it's
because the teachers were realising I'm turning up to lessons with a black eye. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna
I-
notice.
I've never had
I
physical
never,
bullying, though.
I never had that.
Well,
I'm just-
Because
I
I
had
think-
several fights, and I'm not saying if I won or lose them, but
You're a warrior, Tom.
I've had like
but I was luckily it was one of those things where it's my brother was 5 years older than me, and he went to the same school, and he luckily knew the head teacher we had anyway, so we kind of already
Yeah.
knew the family, but we also know how much of a dickhead the bully was, and kind of sorted things out that way.
I don't know. It's different for like physical, I think.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
physical's way more serious, like 100%. Like, but then again, like, it's like mental, isn't it? I don't know. It's
The thing is, I think it shouldn't matter if it's physical or mentally,
But
because
I think the whole thing
because
of
it affects people. I had both.
yeah.
But it's more the psychological, like getting. I got chased home, like
Jesus.
psychologically. That
That's
that
terrifying.
message that
That's-
messes with you.
That's you not wanting to go home again.
That like
Like that's not.
that'd
Oh,
be
that's
keeping
horrible.
that'd be keeping you on edge all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be horrible.
the whole. I think
So
the
it's
whole-
like stuff like that is just like, all right, I'm going to a teacher about this because it's like this is getting way too obviously serious.
I think the whole thing of
And I
like
didn't live far from school as well, so it was kind of one of those things where it's like I can't even run far.
Yeah.
it's like the whole thing of like with it being physical is with teachers being able to do something because they can see it more. Then
But
if
with
it's
talking,
behind
they
doors
can't.
is different. They've got to take words.
They have to take. It's like they can't, and they obviously can't pick a side because they'd be like it could just they don't know.
also one of those things because obviously I had that, and it's like one of the teachers would say, "Oh, we'll move you for the next lesson."
Ugh.
That makes it even worse
Yeah.
because everyone knows that you've told them. And she goes into the lesson, and goes, "Oh, Tom, do you want to move over here?" And goes, "Oh, okay then." But obviously, subconsciously, everyone knows in the classroom.
Is it
what's
just
To be
me?
fair, I had a really good teachers that sorted stuff out. So
Is it just
To be
me?
honest,
In
I
Then he
did.
comparison-
I did.
So
I did.
and
But
then he left. So
In comparison, I feel like I didn't get bullied in comparison
No,
to what
don't-
I'm hearing from Tom.
no. Honestly, don't.
Oh,
No,
no,
for-
obviously,
everyone gets
Because
it
it's
differently.
all perspective.
That's
like,
the thing. It's like, if I look back, like when I was then, I would never say I got bullied.
Mm.
But it's like now I'm older and I look back, I'm like, I definitely got bullied because
yeah.
it was subconscious. Like it just happened and it was what I was used to, which is kind of sad. But it
I
was
think
like,
it's because you're not getting told. Oh, you're actually getting bullied for this.
Yeah.
You grow up and you realise what had been happening.
because obviously, like what happened to Tom is like obviously way worse.
No, but I like.
But it's
End
still
of the day, it's all still bullying.
it's all still
yeah,
the same.
that's
But-
what.
it's just
You're-
it's different.
in comparison to us. Well, I can't speak for you two, but I never got physically bullied, and to me, that's like the next level.
Because I got physically bullied by 2 people.
Mm.
And I would say
Yeah.
I had 3 bullies.
To be fair, people tried to physically bully me, but I was quite a big kid, so it never really worked.
The thing
'cause-
is, I was bigger
and
than
I
both
and-
of the guys.
and I had a group of friends that were very much like, if you start on one of us, you start on all of us.
See, I didn't really have that at the time.
No.
My bullying, it was a bit. It wasn't like per se personal. It's because my group of friends, we're all like the nerdy kids.
Yeah, that's
like,
the same. Yeah.
We liked all the
Yeah.
comics and shit like that. But because of that,
Yeah.
they used
Yeah.
that as a choice to target group bully us.
The thing is, ironically, it's the cool thing now.
Yeah.
If that had happened 5 years ago, I think it would be slightly different.
But they used that as an excuse, as like a whole group bullying thing.
Yeah.
So it all happened to everyone, but everyone will get the same shit. But that's what made us like more friends, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because we all experienced it.
That's the thing. It's like I hate when they're like, "We need to end bullying." It's never gonna end.
No.
And most of the people
It's
who
not. I think you can
and-
just help people.
You can,
Like conversations like this would genuinely help people.
yeah, like
I think having examples of us all four going through stuff and talking about it, genuinely, if I was listening to this, it would, for me, it would help me because it knows that you're not the only person out there. And yeah, it's probably not going to end anytime soon, but at least you can see there's a finish line. You
Yeah.
can get past it.
yeah. But I think it's another thing. Like teachers aren't trained to
They're
deal
not.
with it.
But the thing is, how
Like-
can you be trained?
Yeah.
You can't be
You-
trained
yeah, you
in
can't be.
way.
mean kids, can you? Like,
There's always going to be a mean kid, no matter what.
Yeah.
there always will be.
but the teachers know who they are. The
Oh, yeah.
teachers
Oh
know.
yeah, the
who
teachers
they're-
know who the hateful people are. They're not idiots,
because they're
but
not really
No,
the
yeah,
people in
the-
class that are loud
and stupid.
Stupid.
Realistically,
basically.
The thing with
So-
one of my teachers, he actually put most of the loud kids out on the same table.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
knew,
so you
he knew,
segregate them.
he basically did. He basically did put them all on the same table so that they couldn't affect anyone else but themselves.
Yeah.
And the people
thing
who
is, I don't
failed, the
get why
people who
people
failed his
don't-
classes, the people who were on the same table.
See, I like that. Instead
It's
of
karma.
because I never
Yeah.
understood
He
teachers
knew that
who
if
would
they were
put the
gonna fail.
smart people with the idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would go
Just
because
distracts people.
I wasn't a bully, but I was an idiot at school. So it was kind of I would always be on the table with the
Okay.
smart people,
And it just makes you feel like,
and it makes you feel
Shit.
worse.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not getting bullied, but you just feel
Yeah.
worse because you're just like
No, yeah.
I kind of
no.
want to go on the bully table.
Yeah, I
'cause
get you.
At least
I get
I'm,
that.
At least I'm on the same level mindset of them. It's
one of
weird.
those-
It's
I
a
get
weird
that. I get
dilemma.
that. No, I get that.
It's weird.
It's one of those things that you got to think of it like there's potential for you to learn
Yeah.
from the smart people if you are with them.
That's
yeah.
That's
Instead of
what
being
happened
happens.
for me.
kicked down, you're actually
Yeah.
getting lifted
Yeah.
up.
And that's the thing. A lot of the smart. Do you know what was worse? When a bully was smart.
Oh,
that was always the worst.
So,
that
like-
was worse because it was like, I remember
Because
that
they're the teacher's pet.
they're the
but they're
teacher's
also
pet, but they're
the
also
hateful-
the bully
hateful.
that you always kind of. Oh, it was horrible.
it kind of helps them get away with it
Yeah.
because the teacher would just be like, "No, they wouldn't do that."
Yeah.
I know what they're like. They wouldn't do it. It's like, but you really don't know what
Yeah.
they're like.
And also, when like you have a student that's doing well in your class, you want to praise them.
Yeah.
So it's like watching someone that's
Hateful. Get
hateful
praised.
get praised is just wrong.
I was quite lucky. I didn't get to experience that person. I know people who have,
I just-
but all
I
my
think it happened.
all
I
the
have.
bullies in my class, they were like stupid, loud people.
I had a
Yeah, same.
actually no, yeah. There was a couple of people who bullies in my year that were like that, but they were never in my lessons, so I didn't give a crap.
See, for me, it was like my best friend, who's no longer my best friend. Let's put it like that.
Oh, okay.
Like she was in top set
Oh.
everything,
Mm.
and I was like top set for some things, but my main thing was
No,
I was
it
bottom set maths, bottom
Yeah.
set science. Like they were my main, and she was top set. She did triple science, and it's like looking back now, she'd bully me
Yeah.
because it's like, but we were friends, so it's like, I don't know.
It's worse
It's
when
weird.
one of the worst things is like just going off bullying for a sec. You know when like you really enjoy a subject, but you're just not good at it.
Yeah,
I had that with maths. I like maths, but I can't do it. For shit.
can't relate.
I had that.
I can't relate to
did
that,
the
unfortunately.
same.
Yeah, no, I can't relate to that.
Same with geography. I absolutely
no.
love geography. I loved all the teachers who taught me geography.
Mine
I
would be
did
history.
the test and I was okay. Yeah,
Mine-
geography's not for me.
Mine would be history. I actually loved history.
My teacher was fun. My teacher made history worth listening to.
I liked my teachers in history, but that was it.
Yeah,
To be honest, looking back, I actually liked pretty much all the teachers I had. There was like a good like handful which was just like you genuinely just hate me. Instead, I'm not even a
Mhm.
bad student. You just hate me.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to be like that.
I think
One of
actually
my
I liked
physics
all my
teachers was that who was just
one.
she just hated me.
There was one teacher I didn't like. There was only one teacher. Because like those people hated teachers, but I never had them teachers as teachers. So it's like, well,
Oh,
can't make a judgment
yeah.
on that. All the teachers I had were great,
yeah.
but the one person who I think I had for like a year, maybe or like half a year.
How
So it
great
doesn't
were
matter.
substitute teachers?
Oh, we
One of the
see,
best things.
our
ever.
school had like the
They'd get
best.
violated by everyone in the
Yeah.
class, but
But
it was
one,
No work.
but one at
just
our
got
school,
done.
but one.
We had
Rory.
Would one?
God,
But him,
he was a legend.
he
we
was a
had one who had
legend.
like infinite respect.
That's the thing. It's like when they sort of play back with because they know that as a substitute in a secondary
They
school,
know nothing's
you're-
getting done.
you know nothing's getting done. You know that we're not going to respect you that much, because it's like for us, it's like a free lesson.
Yeah.
But it's like when they can kind of like play off of it, that's when you kind of respect them. I don't know.
That's kind of like with college teachers here, is that they're not here to teach you to be a person. They're just teaching you. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
they can joke back and forth, and I think that's what makes a good teacher is that
When
To
they
be honest,
respect you.
all the good
what you
teachers I can look at have respected me back. I think that's the difference, is that
Yeah.
they don't ask for respect, they just respect people.
Mm.
Yeah.
And if you don't treat them nice, they're just going to disregard you. I think that's the right way of doing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think any human should do
Yeah,
that in
you've
any
got to show
scenario.
respect.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's just basic
Another,
human ability
another
of just
great
being
thing
a
about
person.
college, though, you know, it's like, yeah, you get respect in secondary school. When you go up to college, it's like you're mutual.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, they'll treat you exactly how they treat another person.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like,
which
Just
is
because
really
they
good.
see you as like, you do get treated like an adult.
yeah.
You don't have to call them, you know, sir and miss.
You get
and,
just
Good
call them all that by
morning.
their second name.
And
You
it's
just
like-
call by their first name.
and it's like, they're like your mates in a weird way. It's like that you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, you can
You're not-
literally
you're
just
not
have like therapy sessions
Yeah,
with your
you're not
teachers.
really like scared of any of them, and
Mm.
you're not like, I don't know.
Do you ever have it in secondary school? You called like a teacher the first name, and they're like, "Don't do that."
They're like,
We had-
they lose their shit.
We
They're like,
yeah.
you will respect
Yeah.
me.
You
Yeah.
will get detention.
There was
God,
only
detention.
the substitute of Rory. He's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
one. He's the only one we called by first name because he was like everyone knew him from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the same with my substitute teacher. He was amazing, by the way. Like, we could call him by his first name. We'd be like, "Oh, you're right, Barry." He'd walk around. He made Chewbacca noises. He was funny as hell. He was brilliant.
It was like I went to get because I did DT. I went to get what I made, like after. So I went back and he was there, and I went with my mum and he said to my mum like, "I've never seen him run," and he just shouts across like the thing, "Run!" No, didn't do it, but he was just like.
Who remembers detention?
I had
Was
one
anyone
ever.
here? You never had one.
I had one,
Oh, you had one.
and it was for like for some stupid reason of a bottle.
The
or
thing is,
something.
I was always the kid who didn't want detention.
Oh no!
I
one
was-
wants
I was-
attention.
I was, yeah, no, but
now
some
you
people,
say that.
some
but then-
people, some people just got it all the time. and it was
So
kind of
obviously
like,
they
do you
wanted
like
it.
I was
I
very
got
much.
stupid ones.
I was like year 7, year 8. I was like, no detentions. I hit year
Yeah.
9. I was just like,
You just didn't
that's
care.
all, that's all I had. Like I was literally like,
Did any of you bunk off a day of school? Like,
Uh,
not like called in sick or something. Like, went to school and then just left.
Oh no, no.
no,
No.
I never do that.
I did
I've never
that in
done that.
secondary school. Like we were, there was like this big field behind it. There was like a bunch of trees and stuff, and we all went there and went out there for the lesson. I was weak as hell. I got out. I called my dad and I was like, "I bunked. I'm sorry."
Really?
and then I had to go. Then he told my mum, and then I had to go and tell them. I had to go tell the teachers. I was like, "I bunked," and they were like, "Oh, who else did it?" And I was like, "Well, I can't do that. I can't tell you who else did it." And I got like, I only missed like an hour. I got 3 days worth of detention.
That's
We had-
stupid. And to be honest, I think because you were like being so open about it, and not in a cocky way, you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
I think it helped
We,
their case that I didn't grass anyone up.
Yeah.
I hate that in detention that you can't do anything. You're like, "Oh, can I read a book or do some homework?" They're like,
well, they
"No."
get you to clean. I had to clean the bloody science
I never
benches.
Had to do
That's slavery.
Yeah, it bloody
that.
was.
That's free labour.
I don't. Yeah,
But,
but
like,
obviously you're not going to say no because you're already in detention.
I like how they're like you should do your homework, blah 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 blah. It's like you're not allowed to do it here.
Yeah.
This is like
Can
home.
I, can
it's
I, at
like
least,
home
can I
time.
at least do it in
You're
detention?
serving hard
when
time
when
right
you're
now.
like could be at home.
Yeah, doing it.
They're
We
like,
had in my year. Surprisingly, it was one of my friends. We were in maths, and he decided he was going to get his bag, leave the classroom, go downstairs. We looked out the window, like towards the back of the, because the room was right on the back, so we could see outside. He threw his bag over the fence, climbs over the fence, and runs off.
I don't know. Our school was very like, if you're late, detention.
Oh,
Yes,
oh, yeah.
detention.
ours
He
was-
never
Ours
had.
was
He never had a
very-
lesson
And if you
again.
did it like 3 times in a week,
Ours
you'll
was-
get like
and,
2
like,
days.
He
to
never had
That's
a
the
lesson
good thing
again.
with our school though. It's like we were very like, if you're bad, you're on report.
Oh, report.
And
Oh.
like if you're
Yeah. If you did
Like-
anything, you were on report.
But
It's
it
just
was.
it's because of where the school is,
Yeah, it's
and it's never actually had
Did
very
you ever
good.
break time detention?
All
Yeah.
the
That
time.
was hell.
I used to have them at lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch
We'd have
time
class
was
Why
my
was that a
detentions.
thing? I don't get why that should have been a thing.
No.
Because it should always be
But
after. Really.
Lunch is to let you get some air, get some lunch and stuff, and they're like,
It's
no,
to
you're
eat.
going to sit
The
here the
worst thing
entire
with our
time.
school is like a lot of our school is just glass and just windows, so we
Oh.
just see down
Oh.
to the canteen and just be like, my
And it was-
friends, and they're all just eating and talking. You're sitting class.
And it was also a lot of in the summer, it would just be
greenhouse.
a greenhouse because it was literally a plastic. It was basically plastic roofs. It was basically a greenhouse. It was literally a greenhouse.
Awful.
It was the worst.
Don't take me back.
It's like-
I never want to go back. I know people who work there.
I used to ride my bike like every day to school, and then I started doing some like bike bits with the school,
Yeah.
like riding about it
Yeah.
and stuff. And the guy who came in, who was standing at the front desk every day, he was standing there with his clipboard, write down the people that are late, and he'd be like, right, you got detention, you got detention. But because he was like the guy who ran the bike thing, and we all
you
knew
were
him really
like-
Let
well,
you
I
off.
turned up and I was like, oh, I had a flat tire, and he'd be like, oh, that's fine, you just keep going. He wasn't there all the time,
Man,
but
like-
most of the time, so I could get away with it. I just be
No,
like,
that's good though. But
Sometimes
he was
being
really
some
nice.
sort of teacher's pet is.
it's
Yeah.
beneficial. What was the most? I've got a good story, but what was your most like stupid detention you got? Because for me, we were in science. My friend Tom said flash, and I went like the advert, and I got the detention. My friend Tom didn't get
I
the
can beat
detention,
you on that one.
and I got sent out of the classroom. And the head of science walks past and starts questioning about why I'm
I
outside.
hate that.
And I was just like, great. okay,
Another
cool.
teacher comes along, why are you outside? Well, it's none of your business, really. Is it?
I got.
Yeah, what should I tell you?
Did you send me out? No.
No.
I-
Walk on.
Walk on, peasant.
Imagine
Oh,
saying that.
I would be terrified, especially of the person who I had for the head of
You
science.
get like an adrenaline rush, wouldn't you? You just be like, I did that.
my stupidest detention will be better than that. All I did was move a water bowl, got a detention.
Do you know what?
I literally, for people who are like listening won't hear this, but I literally moved a bottle from like a small table from one end, like halfway ish. Detention.
Why? Or did your teachers just?
She
Detention.
just wasn't having it.
Just wasn't having it
Do you know what,
Wow.
another?
because it wasn't my water bowl,
Oh,
Oh,
but it was
wow.
in my way,
Oh, no, you were stealing.
and it was my friend's water bowl. It was my friend's water bowl.
Jesus.
actually, another detention. I luckily got missed out, but my friend Tom and a guy called Peter, I think that was right, got a detention. We all did the Mexican wave when the teacher wasn't looking in maths. And I literally went down. Peter stood up and done that. Teacher turns around and it's just him standing up with his arms up. So he gets a detention.
I don't,
I used to hate class detentions. Did you ever
that
have
was
that?
always stupid.
It was
Yeah,
like-
because it's never always your fault,
It's like
is it?
it was.
It's never.
it was
never
like-
normally your fault.
It was
especially
like
class
one
detentions.
person
Yeah.
making sound, and they would just be like, "Everyone's staying."
Oh, I had the music teacher which did that all the time. Oh, your work's not done, right? All detention. I was like, I've done the homework. Just because 5 people haven't done the
Yeah,
homework, we all get a detention.
I know.
Great, I'm gonna be like half an hour late home.
It's like when
Thanks.
you sit. Well, it's like you're all in class. Someone does something. It's like, right, I'm keeping you all behind.
Yeah.
You're
That's
all
always
going to
done.
suffer because they did that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, let me go.
So some of the teachers at our school were like, they would do that, but like everyone's staying, and then like the moment they got to things, be like, okay, you can go, 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 you can go. Just like letting everyone go.
It's a good day. It's probably the longest podcast
Yeah.
yet.
This will be the longest
It's like
podcast.
over an hour.
Really?
I would like average is like 30 to 45 minutes.
We've had a good conversation.
It's
We
also
might
gonna
have
be
to
like
get you on more often.
It's probably going to be
You
bits
bring
cut
up
out
loads
or
of top. This is good.
Let's try and do a conclusion of school.
Just yeah.
I'd say it's one or two things. It's either really good or it's bad. But
It
then,
will always get
but you've
better.
also got the in the
School's
middle.
like Marmite.
Yeah, it's Marmite.
It
School
is
is Marmite, but it gets better at the end
It just get better.
Nah.
once you've left.
Once you've gone out of it and gone to something new.
I don't know. I just
I
think,
enjoyed year 11.
think
I
the
just
thing
hated
with
the stress.
school is just like it's very like you have your good times and then you have
Mhm.
your bad times.
Yeah.
And like even like anyone's gonna have that. Like, you're not gonna have like a 100% happy school
Yeah.
experience.
Even after, even when you leave school, you're probably not going to have the happiest thing ever. But I think the thing is that
That's just life, isn't
school is not optional.
No.
I think that's the
You've gotta
difference.
do
Like
it.
when we've come here, yeah, we've had to do like English or maths again, but it's that.
But it's just so we can get it out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
But
requirement.
we're doing what we want to do effectively, even if we get a job.
Unless you get to the age where you don't.
Unless
have
you
to
get to
do
the
it.
age where
At
you
the
don't
end
have
of
to
the
do it
day,
anymore.
you're doing it, aren't you?
But I don't know.
Don't have a maths GCSE.
I do.
Yeah, I
After,
don't
like,
have
the
maths
fourth
GCSE,
I have an English one, and that's
The
it.
fourth as well.
and I'm willing to just live
Yes,
life
Tom.
without it. All right, we
What?
get it.
We're having our
Yeah,
moment.
we get it, you have a
was
qualification.
After the 4th time.
Yeah.
For
I
both
don't know.
of us.
It's just, but it's like that was something for you. That's like you wanted to do it.
Oh,
and
I
you wanted,
needed
you
to do
needed
that.
to do it.
Like for a mental
Exactly.
challenge.
Reassurance.
And like for me, I was just like when I found it at school, I was like I don't really care about
Yeah,
it.
mentally.
Yeah.
just-
So
I was-
like personally, I wouldn't have done it if I
No.
came here anyway.
I was 3 marks off of getting it at school.
It does like chip it.
So I was
away.
like, oh,
It's like
I'd-
6.
I'll do it again. Did it again, failed it even worse. Like, I'm not bothering anymore. And I
Yeah.
physically had to do it.
I mean, it does make you lose like encouragement. Like, if you fail it and then you're just like, well, I
Yeah,
clearly
definitely.
can't do it.
But I
It's
felt
right
like
to
that
me.
with English.
I don't know. It was very like I was never good at maths. It was not like I was like slacked during GCSE. It was just I was never good at
I
it.
was
I
never
wouldn't
good
really
at
know.
education.
So I
Like
was-
genuinely, never good at
Story of
education.
everyone's life.
Anyway.
It's only since coming here that I've actually done stuff.
yeah.
It's cause, yeah, but it's because
The
it's what
last
you
4
want to do.
years, I've got like
Yeah.
4 times the amount of qualifications than I did when I left school.
It's like, even with GCSEs, when you choose them, you don't really want to do those, do you? You're just choosing them because they seem like the best ones at the time.
Yeah.
And
Also,
then once
I
you come
thought
to
you-
college, you
yeah.
can do what you want. Sound like an advert, don't I?
I don't know. I think GCSEs
It
are
does, but
good
it's a good advert.
in a way for like if you do history and you're like I hate it. It's like you're not going to go and study that
Yeah.
further.
Yeah,
So it's good in that
effectively, you
way.
are saving money. That makes sense. Like you've got a shotgun shell, you shoot it, and whatever it hits,
Yeah.
you're doing.
It's quite ironic. I did GCSE media, so I was like, get to watch films, it's going to be
Yeah.
sick. Did that. The teacher never helped me, so I failed it. And that put me off media, and I was like, right,
Oh really?
I'm not going to do media.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was like, I'm not going to do media because it's shit. Because I didn't have a good experience with it. I came here originally to do games.
Same.
I
But
didn't.
because they put both the courses together,
Oh.
and then I did it all, and I was just like, no, I actually do quite like media.
That's cool. It's
Yeah, it turned around because
But
the
that's
teachers
thing.
were actually.
What you do at school is so different to like how they teach it at
college.
a college or
Yeah.
you know
I was
something
saying,
like that.
my teacher didn't give a shit. He was leaving like right before our exams, so
Yeah.
no burden on him.
Useful.
Well, that's the thing. 'Cause I did media and film. They were like 2 of my options, and I never knew you could do anything like that. It's like when I was like 15, like 14, 15, I would think, oh my god, I could like go into it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like I watch TV and like
Yeah.
I would, but
I didn't even pick media. As a
I didn't do
GCSE.
media or anything like that.
And then I come here and I've found
I
what
just
I
I
like.
don't know. I like it because it's so like
I was so adamant I was going to be a chef as well.
Do you know what? I actually wanted to be a chef. I didn't even do food tech, but I loved cooking.
I kind of am, but like I was very adamant that I was gonna be that would be my job.
Well, you could still
Now-
go down that
Now,
path.
yeah, that's like my, as I
It's
said
a
last week. That's my backup.
But you
But-
could incorporate them both,
I could, yeah.
like 100%.
I was thinking about
Definitely.
doing
And
it,
it's I don't know. The good thing with media is like you can take it anywhere you want.
Yeah.
I mean, like it is hard to get into, but it's like
Media is kind of using everything.
yeah, like
somewhat,
it's as long as you're doing
basically.
your own shit, you know.
Do you ever have it where people ask you what you do at college, and you say film and TV, but you think they're just looking at you like, oh, so it's not real qualification then, is it?
All
But
the
then
time.
and then you tell them what you've got qualification wise, and then they're like, "Oh, that's more than me." Or
Yeah, but it's like
I love doing that.
Wh- whenever
because
I
someone
say
who
it-
didn't get GCSEs, I love doing that.
Yeah.
Not to be
Yeah.
like,
'Cause-
"Oh, this is
Yeah.
what I've done." It's just
no,
like,
I like.
you know what?
No,
This
okay,
is
wait.
actually a thing you can
Yeah.
do.
I get what
This
you mean.
isn't-
Because I've only actually GCSE wise got 1.
Yeah.
But then I have media qualifications, which are like way better than anything I could have got at school.
I feel like whenever I say it, that I'm like, I do film and TV, and they're just like, they give me that stupid thing. They're like, oh yeah, that's really cool,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you don't know what I do.
I don't know. It's
I feel like people see it as like an art, therefore it's not like a real subject.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Even when you did like art for a GCSE, I didn't do that. But like
No.
people, anything creative, people look down at you for it like
Yeah.
instantly,
oh,
no matter what.
100%.
Unless you're doing something massive,
Literal like
it's not like
yeah.
on their radar.
Definitely, because it's like, but it's like even here, you still get like we
You
don't
still-
get as much money put
Yeah.
into our department because it's
yeah.
creative,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't get half the stuff that other courses get because
Unless
Yeah.
it's like a specific college for that specific
Yeah.
thing, it
It's-
just brushes.
It's
over.
like example for that would be the world skills thing. So obviously Francis did that. So I remember him saying that when they went to the final, like when they got to the finals, like obviously college people like higher ups are supposed to come down for like one of the days or something and see what's going on and be there to support them. They didn't even come. They had someone took a picture of
It was
them
like a
like all
social media.
yeah,
message
social
or
media.
something, wasn't it?
Yeah, took a picture. That was all they got, and all because some IT person had gone to like Abu Dhabi or something.
Oh, so it was just an accident.
brilliant.
They were like, "Oh, I'm down there anyway."
No,
I may as
basically, they
well.
just didn't care. They just
Yeah.
genuinely just.
They didn't care. It's like, oh, the IT department are doing something. Oh, let's go do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Even though they're probably the worst department.
yeah, because they can't fix stuff. But
But anyway.
Let's-
I don't know. It's,
Let's not jump too deep.
yeah, no.
But
I'm happy that we've moved away from school, to be honest.
definitely.
Yeah.
And it's like I know there's such a thing of like you'll look back in like 10 years time and be like school was actually the best time of your life.
No.
No,
But like
College is the best time. of my
college
life.
is
Definitely.
Without
Yeah.
And it's like-
doubt.
but when our parents say it's like you were at school like over 30 years ago
Yeah, you're only going to remember the good things.
and well,
Unless-
yeah. Well yeah, but it's also
Generally
You
every-
speaking,
senile
actually
fuck.
No, do you want to go for a walk?
yeah,
You can't
but
remember
that's-
anything. You just have
that's the
bombs going
thing.
off. That's not even a shot. Yeah. Sorry.
What?
Pipe
No,
down.
you said a bomb.
All right, Tom. You know I was like a smart ass.
No, but that's the thing. It's
This is
like
why I got bullied.
that's
Oh no, that's
No.
sad again.
I'm not. At least I can joke about it. I may cry about it later, but that's another matter.
In your own time.
I don't know. Parents are just the way they were taught was so different to how we were taught.
Oh, definitely.
But the thing is, it's like it's even worse now for people at school because things are harder. You know, they
Is that
changed.
though?
Technology.
they changed. They
This is- that's
and
gonna
they
sound
also
really
changed
old.
the GCSE system.
Yeah.
I
Everything-
would
So
argue
they've
everything-
got to
otherwise.
do like
everything
more
is harder.
exam- I
It's
don't know.
more-
It's yeah.
It's all
Well, actually,
perspectives
To be
again.
to be
But
fair,
then-
we wouldn't know. We're not
We
there.
don't know. But then, yeah, like you said, technology, like it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
slightly easier for them because technology's forever improving.
It's gonna sound old, but like obviously with like Instagram and stuff like, it's just easier than ever to bully people.
Oh, we're going back to bullying, Kieran.
Oh,
You're bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back.
Oh, definitely. Did any of you have Ask FM?
No.
Yeah.
That was
I recognise the
prime bully area. Because
No
you
one
could
ever
basically
used it.
ask anonymous questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get
So
it.
you'd get destroyed. And I did, so I deleted it. And that was my experience. But
No, it's interesting.
school is.
Well, one takeaway, it just does get better.
Yeah, it does get
after
better.
college.
Yeah.
After
Sorry if you're
school.
listening and you're in like year 8 and you're like, I've still got like 3 years left. But
If you're not getting bullied, then yeah, you're fine. But
Just don't bully people.
Then
as
just
well.
live
bullying.
life.
And if you see someone getting bullied, that was always what I needed.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
none of my
something.
friends, like, if someone was being horrible to me, none of my friends would be like, stop.
The thing is, they would help. At least my friends, they'll help me after the fact.
Yeah,
I
but
had
it's like,
They wouldn't help me
I
during.
need it. I need you
I've-
to sort of shut
Yeah.
them down.
I had
for
friends
me.
that
When
stepped
I'm-
in.
the
when I'm in a
fear of
fight,
them
no one's
also
helping.
getting bullied.
Yeah, definitely.
I had friends that stepped in. I had
That's-
one who'd always step in.
That's why they
Is that
didn't
Jack?
want to do
No.
it.
Joe,
Because if they jump in
But he's
while
like
it's happening,
the tough guy of the group. Like he would always be
Yeah.
involved. He'd straight be in.
Realistically, I probably was the tough guy of the group, and that's what hurt the most, just because no one's gonna help. Like realistically,
It's like Joe always had my back. I always had his back.
Yeah,
No, that's good.
I
You
think
need that.
it literally is the mentality of, I don't want to step in case I then start getting bullied.
Yeah. But
It's save
and
yourself.
and that's once again the whole like
It's the friendship thing.
the friendship thing, and
But-
it's the whole like sort of like social status thing where it's
But
like
be there for your friends no matter
just
what.
be
It's
there
a
for your
takeaway,
mates. Like even if you're gonna get looked down upon from like the more popular lot. Like,
Yeah, just do it.
Just
don't
do
worry
it.
about
Just
them.
do
It's
it.
your
Like,
friend.
I'm not saying go out and fight someone, beat someone up, but
Just tell the other
just
person
be
to shut
there.
up.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's
Genuinely,
easy,
it's
it's
what
easy
you-
for us
it's
to
what you
say
need.
because we've experienced it and it's past us.
That's the thing. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's good.
because if
It's good
someone,
to
if
give
I
it
heard
advice.
this, I mean, I think this has been a good conversation because like, if I heard this when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, like there's you don't because we're normal people. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
not.
like
Oh, we're
If-
not like Joe
Unless you
Rogan
know
or
us.
someone.
yeah. If
Yeah.
like Joe Rogan, or if like Kim Kardashian came out and was like,
Stop bullying.
stop bullying. Like I was bullied. It's like,
People won't take it.
I'm
the
not
same
gonna
way.
take it to heart because
No.
you're famous.
Whereas
You're
we
probably
are
being-
just general
We're literally
people.
just
we're
students.
not
Like
famous yet.
yet.
Yes.
There's still time.
This is the
Blacky
count to fame.
toes.
And we're not that far past secondary school, really.
No, not at all.
Not in
Three,
comparison.
couple years.
It's like 3-4
3
years.
Yeah, 3-4 years.
But yeah,
Like,
for me, it's just about to be 3. It's like
Yeah,
2
so it's-
years. So
It's
it's
4 for me.
because we ended in
cool, you're old.
2015 is when we stopped. When we
We
left
are
school.
oldies.
Went to school in the 90s.
Always got arthritis.
Alright, we were born in the 90s.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, good.
I'm a millennial.
Are you a 2000s kid?
I am.
Oh my god. We got a rare
You're a
specimen.
baby boom.
I am.
Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Baby boom about like how people thought the world was going to end in 2000, so
Because all
everyone
the-
started having
And then everyone
kids.
thought it was
Yeah.
going to.
So Olivia's one of those.
Oh.
Your parents just turn around. No, you were just a last ditch effort. I'm sorry.
It's like,
We thought the world was ended, so we
well,
just
world was
gave
going to
up.
end in 2010 as well. So.
We wouldn't have this.
No, we wouldn't.
Wait,
have
so
it.
what year? what year?
1999.
No.
Oh shit.
How old are you?
98.
Yeah.
That's not as bad
It's
though.
not even that
But my,
bad.
my,
No.
my best friend at school was 98.
You're almost a 98.
I'm very close.
Should we do a raps?
Raps?
Go.
I'm leaving that in.
Do it.
That'll stay in.
Let them hear my funky, fresh beats. Sorry.
We weren't
Wrap it up.
wrong. We did say when we have guests on, it will probably go for longer.
Yeah.
And to
aren't
be
wrong.
honest, it's flowed naturally.
It's
Yeah.
good as well, I think.
You know,
Because like, you like listening to a long podcast.
an hour and 20 minutes ish. Give or take.
It's
The
an hour
cut
and
out.
10 after the cutout.
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty
no,
good.
it's been a pleasure.
Been
having
great
as a
having you
guest.
on.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Would love
You
to
have
have
to
you
come
back.
back.
yeah.
I'd love to come back. I've actually enjoyed this.
No.
It's a bit like therapy.
Genuinely,
Oh,
it is. isn't
this
it?
It
was like a
is.
big
This
therapy
was like a big
session.
therapy,
But the thing
but
is,
it's
it's good
nice.
to definitely know a lot more about each other now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like weirdly closer now. No, I think I know it.
What?
Wait till the podcast is off time. Come on.
But yeah, I liked it. Thanks for having me.
No, pleasure.
What?
Got to come back in it.
Should we
Yeah.
clap?
Yeah, and lady.
Yeah, watch it, someone.
Meme reveal.
Copyright.
It's not copyright. He copies everyone else.
I think we should end
No,
it
we're
on
getting
that.
out of here.
Right, this has been episode 5. Thanks for watching.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.